Hey everybody, it is Saturday and we're going to play some Standard. Um, my particular area of interest and somewhat expertise tends to be limited, but next weekend GP Detroit is happening, and that is Standard, and it is a GP that I can attend and sleep in my own bed, which means I'm definitely going, and since the main event is Standard, I'm going to try it. I don't normally play a lot of Standard. I played this deck a couple weeks ago at a local store tournament where Top 16 got Crucible of the Worlds promo. That was the only reason I made the Standard deck, is because I wanted the promo, and I managed to snag it. So this deck hasn't undergone a significant amount of testing, approximately 5 matches, and then a little bit of playing on Arena, and that's it. So there's definitely room for improvement. I definitely don't think this is the best deck in the format, but I also don't think I'd like playing what's probably the best deck in the format. So I'm going to take you through the deck a little bit, explain why I'm playing what I'm playing. This started off as the mono black cat oven deck, and that's where I started. I took a list off of like MTG Goldfish, but I didn't like it. That's not to say it's not good. I just didn't like playing it. So what happened was I ended up taking out some cards to play Spawn of Mayhem, which actually, theoretically, should be in the 3-drop spot. This is one of my favorite cards in recent Magic history. It just does so much, and I think it's just kind of been... It hasn't been given the respect I think it deserves. So I kind of built this deck around Spawn, but you can't run a mono deck without playing Gary, and when you have Gary, having the Nightmare Shepherd is just pretty good. What I'm going to start doing today is actually just running some ranked Standard. That's not where I'm going to end. I just want to play a few Standard ranked games because those are just the best of ones, and try to see how the deck runs, try to think of what I can do to make it a little bit faster. I definitely think I need some more 2-drops and probably cut back a Nightmare Shepherd or 2, but I want to get playing for a bit first. And then I'm going to transition to the best of 3 because I'm fairly certain this deck can't beat blue-white control game 1. So right now on the sideboard I have a fair amount of hand disruption. I don't know if it's the right stuff. There's also drill bit that works. I'm not sure if this is needed, but that's where I kind of want to see what the meta is looking like to see how to shape this, because I think that's going to be really important as we start to play in the actual tournament. But even if this isn't the best deck, the reason I'm playing it is because I have a ton of fun with it, and I tend to get bored of decks really easily. That's why I play limited. So if I'm not having fun with the deck, I'm just definitely not going to make the improvements and tweak it like I need to. So we'll see how this goes. So if anybody has feedback as we work through it, I am more than open to it, and we'll continue to play a bit and see how it goes. Like I said, if nothing else, I have fun with it, so we'll see. But like I said, I think I've played in 2-ish years, probably like 10 matches of Standard, and only 5 is like recent history, so my my knowledge of what's out there is pretty minimal. Now if you want to draft, that I can definitely do. Okay, so we'll definitely keep this hand. We got a Gutter Bones, which hopefully we can run in pretty quickly. The other thing I really like about this deck is that it works really well against mono red. And at least at the store that I played the tournament at, there was a ton of red. This is the... Okay. Attack or block alone. Perfect. Ideally, what this deck is looking to do is to get some early swift damage in, be able to play the Spawn on 3, and then basically finish the game with Grey Merchant. All the 1-drops. I like it. We're gonna attack. If they do some funny blocking, we can always pump the knight and not play spawn. We're also completely okay trading away Gutter Bones. He'll come back eventually, but this means we get to play spawn right now. Yep. And that's the goal. There's also a lot of really neat interactions with the 3-drop, 3 black. Oh, okay, they didn't play anything. I am trying to consider if I should play Nightmare Shepherd or just get Gutterbones back or pump. Problem is I'm not sure what this deck plays in terms of tricks. So we're going to play this first. Lifelink. Yeah, we'll just attack in. Hopefully we will be able to play Gary next turn. Kill the token. And I will make another 1/1. Perfect. So yeah, and the reason I didn't play anything ahead of time was because I would pump this if they blocked. I'm gonna play the Gary now. It's better with the Nightmare Shepherd on board. They may end up killing it with a giant killer. But we're still going to get in for 3 damage, which takes them down to 9 and puts a counter on this, which adds up real fast. The other nice thing is because we're mono black, the castle can quite often just draw cards when we don't have anything. Ooh, fun. So we're going to just attack with this one, because I doubt they're going to block. If they do, they have something in their hand. Which means we now get to play him for cheap. And we could theoretically get this back, but I'm just going to play another creature out there for now. Because we have 3 more Garys in our hand, which would just end the game. There's quite a few other cards we could get lucky with. Oh boy. So they're indestructible, right? Yeah. So block there, block the most damage, while not, we're only losing Gary. And he gets bigger now. Although I'm at this awkward spot, I don't really want to attack. Because they can tap down or flyer next turn. So what do we do here? I think we... They can only... How they have, what, 4 mana? So I can tap down 2 creatures. If I attack with this, they have to block. I think I'm dead anyway. Interesting. Alright, we'll leave that. that. We definitely activate this. And then maybe they missed the trigger and we're basically alive. Otherwise, we're just dead. Yep. So we need... That's not what we need. So if we activate this, we just die. That's awkward. Yep. Pretty sure we don't have anything in our deck that will save us. And like I said, this is just going to kill us, but we're going to go out on our own terms. Yep, no. Oh, well. I'm also questioning how many lands I should be running in this deck. Right now, I'm at 24. I think what I might end up doing is looking for another 2-drop to play, a powerful 2-drop, cutting out a Nightmare Shepherd, and then cutting out a land. Maybe 2. Just to make it more aggressive. It's pretty aggressive right now, usually, but when I draw lands and I don't need to, it really hurts. That's basically what just happened. I have had trouble on Arena with the mono white decks. I've only played it once or twice before, so that could just be a weakness of this deck. We'll have to see as we work through. Eesh. If I had a 1 or 2 drop, I would definitely keep this. Because this would be great. Unfortunately, I don't like not being able to cast anything in my hand. Alright, this is better. Although I'm not sure what to pitch here. I think I'm gonna hope to hit more lands, because if I can just hit those in a row, it's decent. I also really like this card. It does a lot. Okay. Yep, that's fine. So this is the black-red sacrifice deck, which I haven't played much against. I've seen it once or twice. This is... So we really want to see one more land. All right. This might be too greedy. But if they make a sacrifice a creature, we can get rid of Temur. We also have the Rider as a backup if the Priest gets out of hand. Although I'm not sure what the best card in this deck is. Is it Priest? Should I be maybe Murderous Ridering it? I don't know. We'll see after what they play here. especially if I don't draw another land. Oh, I think I know what a Murderous Ridering now. See, in this case, I could use more land. It's that weird balance you can never seem to hit proper. They still have 5 cards in their hand, which is slightly disconcerting. Alright, more land. Trying to think if I want to play Rankle. But I don't really want to activate any of Rankle's abilities right now. I could just ride her because I know this is an important card in the deck. So let's just do that. Just be safe. I have another one. Oh, of course. I think what I'm going to do here, and it seems counterintuitive, but I'm going to play the Gray Merchant. It blocks the Devil. It also allows me to play Rankle, and if they don't play anything else, I can make them sacrifice it, and I don't mind losing the Gary. It also gives me the option, if I draw another land, to play double Murderous Rider. Oh, man. Another one. Alright, well, I'm definitely playing Rankle. That's annoying, though. But if I play Rankle, it'll knock... It does combat damage to a player. So I have the choice of playing Rankle, hitting Liliana, and then -4ing and losing both creatures. And that puts me way behind. But at least they'd lose their Liliana? Or do I play the 2 Murderous Riders? I think I need to do this. Liliana is so good. So they have 3 cards and all of the lands. They can pump +1, right? Yeah. And ping something. Alright. So doing that means they can sacrifice the... Right, and then do 1 more to Gary. But that means maybe they're not gonna minus Lily? Which means they're not that afraid of Rankle, which is slightly depressing. Okay, so they're not. So with the 2 cards in the hand, they probably have removal for Rankle then, would be my guess. Okay, that's fun. Alright, so... As tempting as it is to swing at them, they're going wide, so we go wide. So they're going to have at least 2 triggers off the priest. I am not going to block at this time. I'm going to draw 2 cards. We'll have to sack somebody, which will probably be the rider. I like this deck. This deck looks fun as well. Yep. So they have 2 triggers. I guess I should have sacrificed a Rankle since they already put the triggers there. Yeah, that was a mistake. Alright, well. There's no use in actually attacking Liliana at this point. Maybe we'll deck them. Otherwise, I'm not feeling super positive about this. That's not super helpful right now. See, now here we'd love to have the castle. Nope. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We are just dead. We'll make them see it though. Maybe they won't notice. I'm sure they will, but. Oh, Chandra. Huh. Do you sacrifice those? Oh, you do? Nice. Well, that's definitely us being dead. Super dead. Okay. This deck I definitely like. Alright. Let's try it one more this way. And I think we're going to bring the curve down a bit. See what happens that way. I wish we had a little bit more action, but we're going first. And we have a 1/2 drop set up, so that's decent. Hey, this looks familiar. Temur does a really good job blocking in these situations, though. Uh-oh. Huh. I'm kind of surprised by that. Okay. I mean, they know what we have. Except for the land we drew, so. Yep. Okay, now I understand why they did that. That makes much more sense. I don't know if they have any way to get stuff back, but it's better to do that now. Alright, well, we'll play the one they know about. I could attack with both since I have a backup Temur, but I also have the option to use the castle. And by doing this, it forces them to pump to save. And we don't really lose anything in the situation other than our gutter bones, which we can get back fairly easily, especially since they didn't play anything. Even better. So play this. And then get this one back. So we can't play that this turn, but it'll drain for some life next turn. They have 3 cards in their hand. I'm definitely not blocking the knight. So if they want to pump it, go for it. That's fine. We have a backup. You know, this is one card that I should probably have in my sideboard, but I completely forgot about. So I'm going to be extra nerdy. Take notes. Because my memory is shit, and otherwise I completely forget. I don't think I want to play any sideboard. The 4 mana cost is a little bit higher than I want, but it's a decent card. I must have a hard decision. That's the other card I absolutely love and wanted to build around, was Dread Presence. Just at the 4-drop slot, though, there seems to be so many other better things I'd rather play, but I totally respect that decision. Let's see, we're not actually gonna attack with her. I'd rather just leave this up. And then I also have Murderous Rider up if things get crazy. Hey, copycat. See, that is a great Murderous Rider target. Speaking of... oops, I almost clicked the wrong thing. Play this. I guess I can attack first. Attack with both of those. And then we have the option on their turn to either castle and draw a card, Temur it and get rid of something crazy. Hey, they had a backup. Not fair. So we're just going to draw a card. Ooh, perfect. Ooh. We have 7 mana. Where are we at right now? They can activate this. So my ground guys aren't nearly as good. So I'm playing Nightmare Shepherd right now. That means next turn I can play Rankle. And if this resolves, I can sacrifice any of my creatures to draw a card and get another one of them. Or one of them at least. Nope. And then I should be able to win next turn. Hey, copycat. Activate. Gain some life. Ooh, Ooh, and then just win. Who needs to play Wrinkle when you've got a Gary? Awesome. All right. Boop. So let's take a second. Maybe I just cut one Nightmare Shepherd, cut a land. What are good 1 and 2 drops in black? So the Familiar is good. The Knight isn't terrible. I already have the Knight. This should probably be sideboard too. That's definitely an option. Don't have enough enchantments to make him good, although it is a 2/2 flyer for 2. So maybe that is an option. Something to think about. That's sideboard. I also don't mind. The Enforcer's not terrible because they're unlikely to block it. Piper gives us a mana option. We're not doing the whole sacrifice thing. So why don't we just try... Try to see just how many enchantments I have. Not nearly enough to make it good, but still a 2/1 flyer. Let's try that. And yes, I'm running 61 cards. I can't decide. We'll see. Try this once. Maybe I'll go back to what it was before. Okay, this is what I want to see. Theoretically, we have a 1-drop, 2-drop, into a 3-drop, into a 4-drop, and do we win the game? That's the perfect Magic Christmas Land hand. Doesn't necessarily mean it'll actually happen, but we're gonna hope. The other thing I like about this deck, especially in terms of thinking for GP Detroit, is that while there are some interesting interactions, very rarely am I going to have to go into the tank for super long, because I've noticed my tolerance for complex decks over an entire GP day has diminished over the years. So that's one reason I wouldn't want to play like the green-blue Reclamation. There's a lot of different lines. That's not what I want to spend a day doing. Like, I wouldn't mind like a short tournament with it, but no. Okay. So our opponent is super tanking, or they're just not around, which is also fine. Somewhat. I am excited to have a GP back in my state again. It's always nice when you don't have to travel. It's also really nice because I play at several different like gaming stores around the area. And so this is the one time I feel like I can see all of my Magic friends in one spot, not kind of divided along store lines because everybody will be there. So that'll be nice. I just haven't decided if I'm taking Friday off work or not. I don't think so. Kind of want to, but I should also be an adult. All right. Did they just not... Did they just skip their first turn? Are they literally not there? Did I miss that? Huh. I guess we'll find out in a second. Also, it's a minor thing, but normally since I stream... So if anybody doesn't know, I stream Monday nights, 7:30, limited, almost always the ranked draft, whatever the format is. But it is, you know, right now it's 3 o'clock, which means the sun is still out. So I actually have sunshine in my office, which normally I feel like I'm in a dungeon. So this is refreshing to stream with the window shining light in. And I'm pretty sure our opponent has just gone to make a sandwich and isn't going to play this round. So we might be staring at them for a little bit. Yep, alright. Well, that doesn't really count as a game. We won, but we didn't win. Alright, so let's try an actual game with an actual opponent. That might be nice. Like, don't get me wrong, at GPs and stuff, when my opponents don't show up and I get a bye, which means, you know, just you sit there for 10 minutes, wait, and then go get to do other stuff, I wouldn't mind that at all. I like taking a break. I'm gonna keep this. It's a little awkward, especially if they're mono red. But if we draw another land, we're good. Okay, that's not good. That is definitely not good for us. At least I got rid of our land. It also makes this guy a little bit worse because they're going to lose cards, which means Robber gets to trigger more. Annex, alright. Yeah, this is gonna get bad. Alright, so we're gonna attack here. They're very unlikely blocking because I can pump this for 3. But at least that means we get spawn online. I am really tempted to play her because the drain works and but they have... It's much easier to move a 2/3 than does a 4/4. Yep, this is annoying. Yep. Dang. Alright, well if I play this, they're gonna shock it, but I think I kind of have to. Maybe I don't, because I can play Nightmare Shepherd next. Nope. This one's going to be a tough one. Because at least the shock and the experimental frenzy are going to go away. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they have 1 card in hand. They can't Murderous Rider again, so I'm actually going to play the Shepherd. Not attack. It gives us blockers. Nice. He doesn't have haste though, right? No. Okay. That's something at least. Well, they are tapped out. Yeah. Okay. I wish we had another land. because I'd really like to play her and Temur. But I think our best bet right now is to play this, let them exile a card. And then play Temur, because now Temur's a really good blocker. I'm not going to attack with a Nightmare Shepherd. Being at 10 life against the red deck with Torbran is frightening. And I have one card in hand. Okay. Yep. Temur. Okay. So this is an 8. 4. Just trying to think of how much damage everybody's actually doing. Alright, I'm gonna actually pretty severely hamper our board, but also theirs. Hey, that's my guy. Alright, we are short. Alright. I'm gonna play Rankle and actually attack. With Rankle, they can't block it, and we can make them sacrifice a creature. So we're gonna have everybody sacrifice a creature. And then do what we can to stay alive. As long as they didn't draw a haste creature, they can activate this. Oh, 8 other. No, they can't. Whew, we have a few minutes. Or we just die. Oh well. I did not know that deck played Sundering, the Sundering whatever. Oops. Oh well. Go take a look again at the deck. So what are we struggling with? Life in general. This isn't that true statement. What do we want to do? Like right there, I feel like we were still too slow somehow. Alright, let's go down to 60. Run it like we should. Oops. My natural reaction is just go play draft. I was like, I should go do a draft. No. No, we're focusing on standard. We'll do one more of this, and then we'll switch to the traditional and try a couple of that. And look at our sideboard choices before we do. Okay. I mean, you don't really want 2 wrinkles in your hand, but hey. Or 3 wrinkles in your hand. We're twins! This is easy. Nice. So what are you gonna exile? Ah. So they play the 2/1 death one, put stuff in your graveyard. I mean, maybe there's something to that if we actually played more of the 2/1 artifact guy. Ooh. How about a wrinkle? Because this does 2 damage. Alright, yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. We theoretically could have attacked there, but I'm actually okay with discarding another card. Because now I'm fairly certain Spawn can kill Davril. Nice. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so we will... This does what, 2? Yeah. Do that. We had an option of going right for the face, and then that would trigger the knight. But at this point, I just would rather not have to keep discarding cards. Especially since I have a wrinkle left. Bye-bye. I have 1 card in hand. Yep. Bing. Alright, so... I'm tempted to... Yeah, no, I'll just play Gutter Bones, and then I can leave Temur up to eat something, gain a life. I really like Temur because he just does such a great job in any kind of aggro mirror. The gaining the life and the huge butt makes a big difference. Yep, that's fine. See, I'm kind of surprised they're not attacking with the knight. Because I wouldn't block, especially being able to pump it and give it death touch. It's not something I really want to do right now. Ooh, alright. No reason not to get him back and play him. If we're not going to hit a 4th land. Gives us something else to do. And give them a target for the 2 damage rather than my face. So maybe 23 lands is too little. Ooh, nice. So now they can kill the Spawn. That's annoying. Alright. I think Rankle's just too powerful. There we go. So we will sacrifice a creature, lose a life, draw a card. You can go away. The only bad thing with them drawing a card is when they do draw a swamp, they can kill basically anything. We really need to get rid of the Dread Presence. At least one of them. Go ahead and pump. Trying to decide if I want to draw now or not. Yeah, I think I do. I have enough 1-drops. That's not one of them, no. Alright. Yep. Maybe I should be running Dread Presences instead of the Nightmare Shepherd. Alright, so let's look at that. Although it's just so good with Gary. How many? Oops. How many enchantments? What good enchantments are there? I do wish this was slightly better in this format, but I don't think it's good enough. So Temur is an enchantment. We're definitely not playing Treacherous Blessing. No, I don't think that's really worth it. So if these are 3, and we up this, cut those. We also brings the curve down a fair amount. The Nightmare Shepherds haven't been doing what I want them to do. I'm also wondering, like I said, I did like that Dread Presence. It did do a lot of work. But what would I cut? I don't know that I want to cut a Murderous Rider, although... Let's just try this. Just the straight up more aggressive version of this deck. Let's try that in ranked for a few minutes. Because I'm wondering, if I play Dread Presence, I might want to cut a castle so I don't... Because you're a little bit more punished for drawing, for having those, just by a little bit. And then maybe I do cut the 2/1s. Alright, this is a little bit more lands than we like, but let's see what happens. Fun. We're gonna get punched in the face. Oops. Well, we're not attacking. This is where having the knight is significantly better than gutter bones. Yep. This having first strike is a thing for sure. Well, there's their land. Alright. Here's where we try to stabilize. It turns on light up the stage for them, which is annoying. Oh, even worse. Alright, so let's take a second here. So it's 4 more, right? Yeah. So we have 4 mana available. They only have 1 card we don't know, and they have a bunch of Rimrock Knights. It's not worth playing Wrinkle. I think I'm going to Murderous Ride or something. Let's see what they do. So they have 2 cards we don't know. We're going to do what's called getting greedy, folks. Hey, it's going. Not great. But we're figuring it out. Oh, this could be owie. That's why we have Murderous Rider available. Yeah, no, we're just gonna do that now. They get some extra little dudes, but that would be big owie. Trying to figure out what I'm doing for GP Detroit, and so far not so great, but that's okay. We're having fun. I'm really tempted to sacrifice a Gutterbone to draw a card, but I don't think we need to right now. I think I'm just going to play the Murderous Rider. That'll trigger so that we can get the Gutterbones back into our hand at least. Yeah. And now we have blockers for their stuff. Oh, man. Uh-oh. That's annoying. At least they don't have first strike. So we'll do this. And then we're gonna... Actually, we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna... We're gonna trade to clear up the board a bit. Alright, and then we are going to play Gutterbones, who will not be around for very long. And then we're gonna play Wrinkle. So, in fairness, this isn't, I don't think, a regular mono black deck. This is Brenda's playing her favorite cards mono black deck. So, it's probably a mixture of both deck choice and learning the play path. It's been okay. Let's see, do they have any cards in hand? They have 1, so let's make them get rid of it. Because I don't need my land. But it has been, it's been fun. I think what I'm trying to figure out are the weaknesses of the version that I'm playing. A lot of mono black decks rely on like the cat and sacrificing stuff. I'm just playing fun cards that are kind of aggressive, which has its own downside. Well, I'm not actually going to make them sacrifice, although I could, because I have an extra. Yeah, let's get greedy. Bye-bye. Because now I can play her again. Get back a Gutter Bones. And then play Gutter Bones. Yeah, and that's my thought, is like, if I'm not having fun, going to the GP isn't going to be worth it. This is all about what am I enjoying? And like I said, it may not be the best deck. Double Strike. I think I still need to do this. It's okay. Like I said, this is one that's just been kind of fun. Ooh, do we actually get to trigger anything? Oh. I didn't see that coming. I didn't think we were that far ahead, but we'll take it. So I just tweaked the deck before this round to try to make it more aggressive, because I think that's what the deck has been missing. Is it? I started this deck with the Nightmare Shepherds because getting back Gary is a ton of fun with Nightmare Shepherd on the board. But I think that might be too greedy with what this deck is actually trying to do. So now I just want to punch people in the face. So this is a great, again, we don't need any more lands, but we have an answer for something, and we've got some guys. These guys I really like, especially with the guy that spectacles out, because on 3 they don't want to block it because it gets Death Touch in the +3/+3, which means it's more likely to get through. And then you can just spectacle the guy out. That's, again, living in Magic Christmas land, but I'm okay with that. Yeah, this deck actually does fairly well. Well, the original iteration of this deck did fairly well against Mono Red, because with Temur and the 3-drop, the black one, I gain enough life and can stabilize fairly early. I haven't had much problem against mono red. The problem I tend to have is against mono white or blue white decks. So like what we're gonna play here. We'll see how this goes. But I like playing just, yeah, like powerful cards and having fun with what I'm playing. But I don't, like I said, I'm certain this is not the best deck in the format. I'm not even sure it's the top 5. But it's a ton of fun to play. Alright. Oh boy. All the flyers. And see, that also part of the problem is because I have played so little Standard lately, I don't have a good feel for the format or proper lines of play when forced to decide which one's the best card. That's one of the reasons I'm only doing the Duress and Stuff sideboard. After I've gotten to see what a deck does, I have a better idea. Playing stuff like that main deck where I'd have to choose cards from people's hands, I know I'd make the wrong choice. Alright, so at this point, I'd rather grow these guys than kill something with Murderous Rider. So I'm going to pump one, because then both will get the +1s. And then next turn I get to play Rankle. Although I want to be careful, because if they're sitting back with the 2 Loyal Pegasus, that really shuts Rankle down, which is kind of annoying. mean, worst case scenario, I do this today. I get some experience, more experience with Mono Black, and I still tank at GP Detroit. And then I just run side events the rest of the weekend, which is also completely okay with me, which is probably one reason I'm kind of okay with not nailing this format 100% and playing like the best deck. If this was like, you know, an RPTQ or PTQ, I'd probably be more worried about finding the best deck and like losing a little bit of that funness because I am super competitive. But GP Detroit being a hometown GP for me is all about having fun and hanging out with my friends and just enjoying. Ooh, guess what's getting murderous ridered? You're gonna die. It's really tempting to just play Rankle and run in. But no, we're gonna do this. Yay, they're getting bigger. Like I said, my love for Magic is really more in the limited realm. That's my favorite thing. And I have yet to get tired of it. I guess at the end of formats it gets a little wearing, especially if there's a really narrow format, it gets boring. Ooh, I'm gonna take a lot to the face. Three, 6, I'm not doing math. I'm not dead yet. Well, now I'm just dead. That's frustrating. Is there any... Okay, so my best bet is to make them block with something, which I don't think they're gonna do. But you play to your outs. Nope, okay. We'll play a Wrinkle and maybe scare them? I don't think we're gonna scare them. That Unbreakable formation has killed me twice today alone. I need to really start playing around that card more, I think. I'm not giving enough credit. That's fair. I don't travel. My kind of personal limit is if it's more than like a 5-hour drive. I'm significantly less likely to go. That being said, I'll be at GP Houston. I'm going to fly down because that one's the release weekend GP, and those are always the most fun. Yeah, we're just dead. So I'm going to go down there for that one because one of my friends just moved to Houston. So I'll go down there, and then I really love New York City, so if there's ever a GP in that area, I'll tend to go that way as well. But otherwise, I stick in the area, so I completely understand. Alright, so let's move to traditional. Let's stick with the ranked. This way we can do some sideboard analysis, because I think, like I said, there are a couple decks I am certain this deck will not beat game one, and that's something I'm going in knowing. And so I think making the sideboard play first is a little bit finer tuned is probably super important. Whew. All right, 2-drop city. Let's go. I would prefer to have a 1-drop, but I'll take it. Oh, see, this is the deck I don't like. This is the deck I know I don't do well against. So... I'm trying to think how I want to play this, assuming it's like the Reclamation deck. I think I'm going to wait a turn to play the Fenlurker. We'll see. Oh, nice. Yeah, my, oh, here we go, cool. One of my good friends just moved down there, and when we found out that it was going to be the limited release weekend, I was like, oh, yeah, we'll come hang out. So I know of 2 other Michigan players that are coming down with me, so I'll see how many more I can convince to come down. It'll be a good time. Like I said, I love release weekends. Oh. Super dead. Okay, this was not the deck I thought it was. So what do we do with this information? Well, whoop, nope. Let's empty the hand. Yeah, Pando's a great place. I do love it. That's the last place, only place I've played this mono black deck, was to win their promo Crucible of the Worlds event. So I managed to top 16 that with this. Other than that, I haven't played Standard in probably like 3 years. It's been a while. Ooh, fun. Alright, we really need another land. We're just playing all the discard spells. Holy moly. I can't really attack in though, so this is vaguely awkward. Nope, we're just gonna hang out. Ooh, fun. Alright, we really want to land. See what I mean? Temur does such a great job just being like, yo, come at me. You're not doing anything. We'll get rid of the last card. And then if we draw Gary, we're good. Draw a land. Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Get rid of a card or two for you. Nobody has reach, right? Nope. Alright, let's see. Nope. That's the only bad thing. This is basically just a 2/1 flyer in this deck. Doesn't do a whole lot. We'll block the big dude. We could kill something, but we're far enough ahead we don't need to. Oh, we definitely don't need to now. Oh, I like their deck. I don't know that I'd be good at playing it, but man, they're playing all of the fun cards. Come on, land. Yay, good game. Gary for 15 is a new high for me, I have to say. I think I've hit 11 is the most I've hit before this. Alright, so let's think about what they're doing. Hey, buddy. Come on up, Wee Seamus. Come say hi. Wee Seamus has decided to join us while playing Standard. Or at least mock from afar. Mocking from afar. Okay. So they've got all sorts of fun things. I have no idea what to do here. See, this is why I'm not good at Standard. Well, they have the beast, which could be scary. But that's the only thing that was kind of threatening. Gutter Bones doesn't do a whole lot, so let's cut those. Let's bring in the Agonizing Remorses. And then bring in one of these, or we could just bring in a drag that kills anything, which is probably just better. Yeah, I didn't see them running any significant stuff in terms of like planeswalkers or anything. Oh, you back? Hi. Come say hi, Wee Seamus. Yeah. Oh boy. Hey, buddy. Oops. Watch it. You just get a cattail. Sorry, my phone is in his normal hangout spot. Maybe that confused you, huh? There you go, buddy. This is what playing Magic at my house is like. There's usually a cat jumping in my way. And I only have one, let me be clear. It's just Wee Seamus. He's just very needy. This is a little slower than I like, but we're on the draw. And we can cast half of our hand. So I'll leave it. Hi, Wee Seamus. Is he purring too loudly for you? Are you being in the way, buddy? Huh? Ooh. Alright. I'm gonna Remorse. I was tempted to cast Fenlurker, but they get to choose if I do that. Oh. Well. That wasn't the best use of it, but whatevs. Maybe Legion's Lost was the right thing to bring in here. Lost Legion? Yeah, that's the card. Hey, buddy. So they've just drawn lands. Yeah. We'll do that. I feel like right now they're not able to do anything. I'm not going to do anything. I want my land so that I can play Grey Merchant. Oh, I got something. More lands. I feel like Wee Seamus is judging me for playing Standard. Alright. We have the Murderous Rider to kill. I don't want more cards in their hand. So we'll wait till they play the Scary Big Thing, and then we can play Murderous Rider. I feel like we're just super ahead right now, because they're only drawing lands, which I feel kind of bad about. Hey, buddy. Alright, so we will... Yep. You don't actually play with my mouse. It's not a real one, buddy. Hi. So they have 2 cards in their hand. Again, I'm not going to activate. I just don't... There's no real reason. Do I have any... Nope. So let's play the... Let's be mana efficient. Ooh. Clovers, Lovestruck Beast, Beanstalk Giant. Okay. Well, that's fun. Ooh, alright. Well, that worked out well for us. What? I'm just gonna leave it as is. I think maybe we should change it, but it's only been 1 game. It's way too early to go changing stuff. Especially since I'm not 100% sure what... I mean, not only is the meta here, but at GP Detroit, I don't want to randomly make some choices and screw myself over. I'll make enough of those in the game. Ooh, sexy hand. Now we just need to draw the Spectacle Buddy And we'll be set. Red black. Play him first. While I like the Fen Lurkers early, it's also a little bit better late game when they've gotten rid of some of their lands. Oh, where you going, buddy? Okay. Well, we have to trade at some point. Is there a way to... Oh, there we go. I don't know that I've seen that card back before. Huh. What do we get? Murderous Rider. Oh, okay. Oh, well, you got my lands. This one. I get to eat that guy, though. That seems like... not necessarily something you wanted to do there? I'll take it, though. That guy's nasty. Alright, so we have no idea what they're doing. We're sitting at 5 mana. Yeah, sure. No, that's fine. Yeah, I will pump, get some extra damage in. And then I'll play the flyer. Alright, 1 second. So playing the Murderous Rider means we're less likely to attack on the ground now, but yeah, let's put... Oh, right, thank you. Thank you. No, I would not like to be an idiot. Oh, I forgot that's legendary. It has its own name. Balls. Alright, so then we need to rethink maybe running 4 of them. Yeah, that's fine, because now we can make a 2/2 with it. Haha, we have our own Murderous Rider. Yeah. Kind of winning the race here. Depending what scary thing they play next, we have the option to rider it. Okay. This is an interesting deck. Okay. They're gonna make zombies too. Okay. You exile that card. So let's just make sure they stop getting life. And then we'll get our birdie, but it's just sitting in our hand anyway, which means we pay 1 less life when we draw a card later. We're actually going to attack with everybody because then I think we win. There we go. Nice. That worked out. So they're doing red-black stuff. What are we afraid of from them? Not a whole lot. Let's cut 2 of these guys. And if they're gonna do remorse, maybe we should as well. Excuse me. Yeah, let's try that. Let's see what happens. I mean, oh, we need to add what is that? Farika's intervention in sideboard. That card's pretty good. I don't know that it would necessarily be needed here in this matchup, but I remembered it's good against like where Dream Trawler comes in or Reclamation is there. Oof. I probably shouldn't because we don't have an actual swamp, but I'm gonna try it. Let's see. Oh, punished. That's fine. We'll play our 1-drop turn 2, and that's okay. They didn't seem like a super fast deck, so we might have a little bit of wiggle room here to see what they end up doing. Alright, so we will play our swamp, and we can play both of these. And then theoretically, depending what they do, obviously, we're going to attack next turn and maybe Spectacle outspawn. Oh, sexy. Well, I can only play one of those, so that's fine. There's a good chance they'll play this next turn, though. Well, no, they can't. There's only 3. Never mind. We shall trade, and then Spectacle. Yep. It's tempting to get her out. Oh, that's fine. But I think I'd rather... Oh, that's a great card, too. Alright, well, let's be mana efficient. It's... How many is it? Oh, 5 others. Balls. Now they can get it out. And now we need a Murderous Rider. Well, what do I have in here? I'm gonna play Temur. Really need to find a Murderous Rider. I think I kept all 3 in. Interesting. Which is better for me to sacrifice? This is tough. Oh, no. Resolve. Yeah, I'm not getting there at this rate. Ugh. Awkward sauce. Well, they don't have anything they can get back right now. We'll have to discard a card. Is he a zombie? No. Elder Giant. Okay. If they block, we'll play her. If they don't block, we'll play the spawn. I guess theoretically, I also had the line last turn of sacrificing Temur and then playing her and trying to generate some extra stuff. Yeah, this one's going to be tough. If we don't hit a Murderous Rider here, we are just SOL. Okay. Oh, they hit another one. Alright, we are in trouble, officially. Well, I think we don't have a choice here. We definitely don't have a choice in doing this. Where'd the little buddy go? There he is. Where's another creature? There's got to be one more. There isn't. Alright, so just take Ashiok. Do we have trample? No. Alright, we're not dead yet. We're getting close. Oh, sad panda. I'm gonna do something super stupid. And not block. Yeah, because we are in trouble. Well, we're dead to this. Oh. I hate that I can't see what my next card was. Alright, so I think we definitely want one more of those. Probably bring in those guys. Let's cut a couple gutter bones. Yeah, let's try that. Let's look for the hand disruption, slightly more aggressive path. Let's see how that works. Because we don't like the fact that they have so many planeswalkers. Ugh. Ugh. We cannot keep that. Alright, this is keepable. We are going to choose to get rid of... So right now we're playing Temur on 2, then hopefully Spawn on 3. Let's get rid of... that's tough. I'm almost tempted to not play this because they could have shock. But it's the only way I'm going to Spectacle out Spawn, so I feel like I need to take that risk. I don't know that that's right, but I feel like that's my best option to... Getting Spawn out, I think, is my best option here. Yeah, see? Was afraid of that. So we'll start here. Let them choose. Never noticed that before. When did that happen? Huh. Alright. I could... You know, I'm gonna play it safe. Yeah. We'll choose. I really should have done it the other way. Makes more sense, but it's okay. Ooh. Wow. I have, so I can definitely do this next time they hit a land. Oh, it is a zombie. It's a zombie merfolk. I never noticed that before. Oh, with all the dead fish. Oh. It's a really depressing photo. So how do we win? They're definitely going to do this next turn. They have the shock to kill one of our guys. I think we need to spawn. Not going to attack. This one is not going to be easy, especially when we know that they're going to be playing the discard dude here soon. Yeah. Ouch. We are going to discard. At least theoretically we win this race. He doesn't have reach, right? He's a giant, so I'm always concerned that they can just reach up and knock somebody out of the sky. Alright. No, I want a murderous rider. Balls. I'm not going to block this time. I'll block next turn after I can sacrifice one to draw a card. Because right now we're just kind of in a stalemate. At least I don't have any cards to discard. Yep. Yikes. Why are you shocking poor little buddy? He didn't do anything to you. Alright, I am definitely in trouble. Play the only card I can. So why we lost? Because that card is very, very good. So we'll block here and here. This leaves us the out that if we draw our own murderous rider, we're not just dead. We're just mostly dead. Now we're dead. Oh, funny. Look for an out with 0 mana? Nope. Alright, we are dead. Alright, I'm not sure what we could have done differently. We probably sideboarded wrong somehow. Let's go look at the deck real quick. Come on. So, sideboard. I don't think we actually want that. We want black instants. Freaka's Libation. No, sideboard. Sideboard. Want those sideboard. I mean, Noxious Grasp. I don't know. So, let's think about this for a second. If we want to be more aggressive, I don't know that this is the right card. Let's turn off this filter. Let's look at, let's take to the air. Let's see what we have. We also have, like I said, I like Dread Presence. That's an option. This could be fun with her. Yeah, looking for lower cost stuff. Because I definitely don't think I want 4. 2 is fine. The only time we gain life, I mean, we have there and there, and I guess we have actually a few. Let's just take it in the weird. Is there anything that has lifelink? Oh, yeah, yeah. You know, this might be a fine 1-drop. Nobody will want to block that. I used to run Blood Operative before, but I don't have any ways to surveil, so I took it out. I also really love Cavalier. Yeah, originally the deck had more sacrifice outlets with the Gary and the Nightmare Shepherd, so this deck has kind of changed over the time. So because this is theoretically a 3-drop. We want more 2-drops. That's really what we want. Let's get rid of the lifelink thing. I mean, this is a knight, warrior, demigod, horror. That's a knight, but already has a lifelink. Noble. Zombie. Alright, so I mean, saw some other people playing the Meyer Triton. So I do kind of like the idea. I already have all the Temurets. Man, I feel like I'm just missing some decent 2-drops. Alright, let's just see what the best creatures are. Gutterbones got those. Midnight Reaper is also a thing. I don't have any instants and sorceries to make the spirit good. There's that dread presence again. Alright, so we just basically added in the aerialist. I'm just never happy with gutter bones. Let's try it this way. See what happens. Trying something funky. It may not work, and that is okay. So this is all about tweaking and testing. We do have enough incidental life gain that it may matter. I don't like that we just increased our curve a bit while keeping the land count low, though. I didn't manage to get that mana screwed at first, but may not be... Oh! I meant to hit Milligan. Oh. This is the one thing I hate about playing online. I would never do that in real life. Like, I would never just be like, oh yeah, whatever. Oh, boy. Alright. We might lose this game. We basically just took turn 1 off. It's fine. Whatever deals combat damage. Alright. Man, imagine if we hadn't screwed up. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of those days. Do you have another shock? Oh, that's fine too. Alright. Well, I'm not one to give up. We'll keep trying. Another one? Yeah, we're super dead. Is it another creature? Oh, to any target. Oh, we are so super dead. I mean, I think we still have to. Just take a casual 6 from a 2-drop. Ugh. Ow. Alrighty, we are at 4. I mean, there's a very good chance we're just straight up dead. Yep. Okay, okay. Play that. Get that back. Well, that's annoying. Oh. Yeah, we're just super dead. Yeah, we'll just concede. Try to not be an idiot and hit keep when you have no lands. I think if we actually played properly, it may not have been too bad. Alright, those in. Again, I think Gutter Bones isn't doing a whole lot there. I'm almost tempted to bring in the Legion's End, but it really only hits that haste guy, and we just happen to see 2 of them this round. Let's just try it and not be stupid this time. By the way, I love the name. Okay, we will mulligan this hand. Oh, jeez. Ugh. I don't like keeping this, but I'm going to, just because I'm feeling down at this point. I think this is a losing battle. But if this is also a battle that has the red-black goes into the graveyard guy, this is a good hand. It's also why I'm waiting to play Temur. I don't want him just to get shocked into oblivion. Instead, it'll get slaying fired into oblivion. That's fine. Play this one. At least they're having to use 2 cards to kill it. Ugh. It's not the best feeling ever, but... this one... That means we can theoretically gain life and put a counter on it. But they have so many cards in their hand. And they just played Blood Crypt. Yep. So the question is... They played Blood Crypt on tap, but didn't do anything with it, which is kind of confusing to me. That's why I didn't activate Temur. I thought for sure they had Slaying Fire or something. But I guess they could just do 4 damage? Sure. My opponent doesn't have any creatures, and I do. And I do want to gain 1 life at least. They're sitting with 4 cards in their hand, so I don't know what they're doing. Oh, playing Chandra. Whoa, okay, that's a thing. It deals 1 damage. Deals 3 damage to everything. X equals 4. No? well, that worked out better than expected. So we know they have planeswalkers now. How does that change anything? This guy gets significantly worse with all the shocks and removal spells. So I think we'll take those out, bring that in. Yeah, we'll do that. See how that works. All right, a decent hand. We'll keep it. See how this goes. All right. I do like having more 1-drops, just because I feel like that's the aggressive part of the deck. Ugh. Yep. So I can remorse, trying to get something. I think I need to force them to kill Temur. Yeah. Means I can Murderous Rider. The Butcher's really good. We're gonna have to do this now. Otherwise, it's very hard to stop once it becomes a 3/3. Yep. Oof, so good. Alright, so we're sitting at 4 mana. They have 3 cards in hand. I think I'm going to play the Aerialist. They have 2, and this needs 3. And then to be able to block. To slow the bleeding down a bit. I have the choice of playing Temur into Agonizing Remorse, because I only have 3 cards in hand. I also could play... I really need 1 more land. Just play this for now. They might have the fire, Slang Fire. But I need to force them to have answers at this point, I think. That works too. At least they can't pump it. Alright, so now we've got 5. Which... I'm gonna Remorse. Oof. 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 Well, balls. So we are in trouble no matter which way we go. This does 3 damage to any target. Yep, here's your target. I could have played her. Yep. At least this shuts off the other cards in their hand. Okay, so I can play this. And then I just need to force more life gain right now. So we have a lot of damage in the air. Yep. What you got? Yep, that kills me. Well, that's depressing. Alright. I forgot that was even a card. Alright, let's take one last look here, what we're doing. Yeah, I'm not happy with these. Bring back those guys. Move that there. What is this deck trying to do? If this were makes a 1/1 token versus a mass one, you know what, screw it, let's try it. I'm very curious because I can always sacrifice it to her, and this can also get large. Unfortunately, the tokens don't have anything for Gary. Let's just see how it works. Whatever. Oh. What did I do? I took out too much of something. Don't think I want 4 of Dreadhorde's Invasion though. Keep wanting more Murderous Riders, so let's add 1 more of those. These are here. Chewed up creatures. See, part of me just wants to go like make a stupid black life gain deck. That doesn't seem like it'd actually be any good though. Alright, so what are the best cards in black right now? What are we not playing that we should be? Like this guy, 1, 2, 3, 5. I mean, I guess it could get large, but it doesn't seem like enough. Do I want to play a Dread Presence? I feel like if you do, you play more than just one. Maybe I play a Cavalier? This guy's also fun. This guy's also fun. Maybe I should just... Maybe I need to stop looking at being aggressive and just go more mid-range and play just stupid good stuff. Like, let's play 2 of those. Cut 2 of those guys out. See, this is where Nightmare Shepherd gets good, is when you have Cavalier of Night in. Let's just take a second. Let's step back. Alright, so we do this. Bring those guys back in. That's too many cards. Cut Gutterbones down. I'm not even sure about that card. What is this one? Oh, must be from like the promo decks or something. Massacre Girl's also really good. So we need one more card. See, this is where if you play Woe Strider, again, it makes the Nightmare Shepherd better, along with the Cavalier of Night. Bring two of those in. Cut this one down. What's our curve look like here? I guess they're, see, I'm counting this as a 3-drop. Alright, so we're gonna not do the aggro and do the play stupid good stuff. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I might actually cut this and actually add a land back. Oh, and turn off the rare. Just to, we don't really want to miss when we have 6 5-drops. Let's try the non-aggro, play big stuff. We're still okay, I think, against mono red. Let's just play better stuff. Just make a deck of all rares. That's it. That's all I'm gonna do. If you can't be a good Magic player, just play good cards. That's how I get lucky in draft. Alright, we will not keep a 0 land hand this time, being stupid. Two, three, four. Yeah, we'll keep this. Looks pretty darn good. Oh, mono red. Perfect. So I definitely think we probably are hurt a little bit. Yep. Yep. Oof. Alright, so land. Play Temur. I almost played the Fenlurker because they only have 3 cards in their hand right now. So losing one is a huge hit. But I also really like being able to play her next turn and have a 2/5 that they have to fight through. And then depending what we draw next turn, our best play may be just be Fenlurker into Fenlurker. Which looks like it might be because they're a little short on land, it looks like. I'm actually not going to block, which is bad. They can probably light up the stage now, but that's what I was afraid of running into Temur, and I didn't want that to happen because Temur will basically not be able to get through here in a second. Okay, good. So now they'll only have 1 card unknown in their hand with the Knight ready. And Fenlurker's block Knights really well. Ooh, and 1 Embercleave gone. Definitely like to see that. We are not going to attack. Not against mono red at this point. Alright, one unknown card in hand, which is a shock. Which we're actually gonna draw a card off of. Okay. Five, so this would kill both of them. What is it? We got 4 mana. I'm actually okay with this. Gets him off the field, and I have another one sitting in my hand. So we can't play either of these cards realistically. So we'll go to the skies. And this is where I feel like why we end up beating mono red is we stabilize fairly well. And they have trouble getting through Temur. Like, they have no cards in hand. So, no. Past the blockers. This, and this. And, like, we're just eating their creatures. I'm okay with this. We will attack for 4 in the air because we have to get the game over with. Because we have 6 mana available, I don't mind losing 2 to kill Annex. And then we can actually just play the Murderous Rider and get one of those life back, plus have a lifelink dude that blocks satyrs very well. Like, worst case scenario here, they draw Embercleave. See, this is where they definitely shouldn't be playing their land first, because I'd be much more hesitant to do this if it weren't for the fact that I know they literally have nothing. Like, them threatening Embercleave is a huge difference. Yeah, we're just going to attack with everybody. We're at the point now that we're going to gain so much life, whatever they play isn't a threat. Alright, so mono red. Our sideboard isn't set up for mono red, but that's because I think main deck we're actually completely okay. If anything, we'll bring in Legion's End. So it's really good against the Satyr tokens. And then we'll try to bring the curve down a little bit. Probably cut Cavalier. He does have lifelink, so I don't really want to cut the other one. But we're probably not being aggressive, so I'm... Rankle isn't as great in this matchup. It does fly, but they usually have creatures that we don't want them to set, or that sacking doesn't matter. It just loses value in this matchup. Alright, this is a completely fine hand to keep. Ideally we'll hit a land or 2, but we have 3 turns of 2 drops, if nothing else. Yep. Ooh, 2 of them. That's not good for me. Which one's going to get the Rimrock Knight? Okay. I'm going to play a Fenlurker now to get a card out of the hand. And then I can play Temur next turn as a 2/4. So I'm probably not going to block with it. Yep. This is going to be a beating here. All right, good. Let's play Temur. And at least next turn we have the option of... Ooh, okay, that's painful. Yep. So how to survive this? We block here, here. Is that going to do 4? It does. So that's going to kill it. I don't think we have a choice. We are in trouble. 4. Yeah. Alright. Is he a knight? Nope, he's a noble. Okay, we are just dead. Alright, let's take a look. We would have loved to draw on one of those Lost Legions. We're going to be on the play this turn. I think this is actually still okay. If anything, I might cut another one of those to bring in one of those. Just because when Torbjorn hits the field, we need to get rid of him. Yes. 2 drops, 3 drops, 4 drops. All right. This is good. Again, I'm going to play this one first. I just feel less bad if this is the one that gets shocked versus Temur. Get rid of Rimrock Knight. Interesting. Okay. I'm really tempted just to kill that creature now. Yep, let's just do that. It gets out of hand really fast. The only thing that has haste, I think, in the 1-drop spot is that Knight, so we're not going to block it anyway. Yeah, see. Yep. There's their land, and they're going to play another light up the stage. Yep, alright. Ooh. Interesting. So we know they have Lava Coil. So let's do this. We are going to definitely sacrifice a creature. I don't want to discard a card. We're just going to sacrifice a creature. Because the Fenlurker versus the champion is a no-brainer. And this will allow them to, if they want to, Lava Coil the Wrinkle. And then next turn I can play Temur and her. Yep. Yeah, I saw that coming. Oh, tempting. Yeah, let's do that now. Let's see what they got. Oh, they don't. That's good to know, though. She's gonna get lava coiled. Yep. Yep. We're gonna scry. Oof. Yeah, no, we don't want that right now. I mean, we could activate it. Oh, that's better. Because the Wolf Strider blocks just fine for the annex. Yep. And while we kill our Wolf Strider, or spawn, I think this is worth it. We'll have 3 1/1s now. Yeah. They have no cards in hand, so I'd rather get this one out. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oops, that didn't work. Because now these block the 1/1s just fine. Oh, 2 of them. Sexy. You got it, buddy. So, block's fine. This will kill this. And that just stops me from taking 3 damage. Sacrifice this to see what I'm drawing. Oh. I'll keep that. Doesn't hurt. And they still don't have any cards, but he blocks a 1/1 very well. Yep. I keep trying the Fen Lurkers. I mean, at this point, we win this race. So I'm not going to use the Lost Legion yet. And the likelihood of them generating a whole bunch of 1/1s at this point, or 1/1 counters, is minimal, because they're only going to draw a card. And if they don't draw anything exciting, ooh, that's vaguely exciting. Alright, so we're gonna get rid of him. And we'll have to get rid of a Wolf Strider, but they have to block. And then play another creature out. So they're in top deck mode. I mean, technically so are we, but we at least have something we can get back when we're at 20 and they're at 3. So, good game. That was fun. Alright, I definitely like this mid-range a little bit better. So let's take one more look, and I think we're just going to play one more game with this version. See where we ended up here. So it's not mono black aggro anymore. It's just basically mono black good stuff. I think one thing I'll need to keep an eye on is the balance of woe striders. How often I'm actually able to get spawn off on 3, because realistically I only have 12 cards that I'll be able to cast to get that on 3, and that's if they don't block. So it's gotten less good, but I still love this card. It may be a choice of that later, if spawn isn't as good because I can't spectacle it out, because spawn is the best when you spectacle. The trample is important, but it's not as important. So it may be something that I need to look for in the 3-drop spot. Maybe the embodiment I do try, or the Reaper to draw cards. Or even if I go back more to the Dread Presence, because having Dread Presence with Nightmare Shepherd is also pretty good. Those interactions are fun. And Woe Strider did seem to do some work today. So we'll have to keep an eye out. I do like having the flying. Talking about trample, I mean, this is where you can look to play Doom Whisper and Blood Operative to do some more surveil, get things back. Gravebreaker to put it in there. But I think that's getting too cute. I think right now I just want to play dumb good stuff. So let's play one more game. One more match with this deck. I'll probably keep tweaking over this next week. We have exactly 1 week until GP Detroit to see what I end up playing. Like I said, if I end up scrubbing out and having to draft all weekend, that is not a pain for me. So, no, thank you. Oh, come on. Nope, keep going. Ugh. Well, we're discarding 2 of them, so I guess it doesn't hurt that we have lands. Yikes. Not how I wanted to end this on. 1 and 2. At least we can destroy whatever they play. We got that going for us. Oof. That's not a good sign for us. My first guess is that this is like the Reclamation deck, which means I just need to start putting things out. Try to race. We're already in trouble since we mulliganed to 5 on the play. Ooh, flash. I like it. Oh, hey, wee Seamus. Yeah, buddy. Okay. Well. Ooh, I love that card. We're not going to attack, are we? I don't know what this deck is doing, so no, I'm not going to attack. Just play this for now. Again, I have no idea what this deck is doing. It's the first flash deck I've played against. Guess I can attack with this one. If they play a spell, I can pump it. I can sacrifice it to draw a card. Ooh. Let's see where they block. Yeah, I kind of figured. Oh, hi, buddy. Hi, wee Seamus. You're being a pain in the butt. Alright. Hi, buddy. I'll be done in a minute. Oh, and then I'll be able to feed you. I think that's what he's grumpy about. What you doing over there? I'm so confused. Well. This guy at least gets Death Touch. Yeah? Hey, buddy. Sure, why not? If they bounce it, I can still replay it. Even better. Attempt this. I'm expecting like a bunch of counter spells. Yeah, that's fine. This is at the beginning of your end step. If you didn't cast a spell this turn, get a wolf. Alrighty. You got a wolf. Well, this is awkward. So this will come a 4/6. I still think I have to swing in with it. Not doing much else. Whee. Yep. I don't know how good this deck is, but I like the cards they're playing in it. Let's draw some cards. Oh, sorry. I'm not petting you enough. I know. It worked last time. Yeah, buddy. So that'd be 4 4s. So I'll just make them bigger. I can stop drawing land, though. This would be where Gary would be nice. What are you doing, buddy? Come on. Now, I feel like this creature just knocked my pen off the table. You little jerk. So I've got 8 mana. Just keep swinging this dude in. At least it's mitigating the wolf growth he's got going on there. Hi, I see you. I do. You're cute. They've got 2 cards in hand. All flashy stuff, I'm guessing. Let's see what happens when I play my spawn. I think I need the air stuff. Oh, 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 I love that card. Man. Yeah? Feed you in a few minutes, buddy. Alright, back to 2 cards. Don't know what they're doing. Oh, Crisis. Good card. Yep. Oh, where's Gary when you need him? I think I just need to do this. Yep. Next. excuse me. Sacrifice that. It doesn't really do what I want it to do right now. This is going to get out of hand really fast. Alright, 9. Well, if they have a counter spell. Yep. I thought it might be too hopeful. Yep. Alright, so I think we have to attempt this. And then this. Yeah, I will pay for that. Ooh, this is gonna be a close one. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 creatures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, I'm just screwed if I don't hit a Gary here real soon. My turn. Alright, well that helps. This battlefield may destroy target creature and opponent controls. We are going to play this, assuming it resolves. Yep. I'm actually going to sacrifice her because I have one sitting in my hand. And we are going to get rid of the thing that's pumping the wolves and making wolves. And play this one. Yeah, I will pay 2. All right. So I think we basically have them dead. But I'm going to play it safe because I have one card in hand. Okay. Now that I have any cards, Let's do this. Funny deck. Super funny. I feel like we're so close to just winning. Alright, Temur. We have no cards in hand. Now I think we win. Two. Sacrifice this. Get that back. I think we're one off, and my brain is fried. So we're not going to attack. Let's just be safe. Oh, they're thinking hard. It's not good for us. Because they're just at 3. I can sacrifice Cavalier. It dies. I can get back the Fenlurker. Takes them to 2. I'll also get back the Murderous Rider if I needed it. The battlefield, right? Yeah. Alright, thinking hard. Can also just use Temur to get rid of stuff in their graveyard to gain some extra life. Like, I'm not worried about an attack because I have 4 creatures with lifelink, and with the exception of their 2 giant cutthroats, all of my creatures are better than theirs. Maybe they wouldn't got a drink. I have a lot of outs here that I could draw. Like, even just drawing Rankle here wins, assuming they don't have a counterspell, which they've had a lot of lately. You know, I've seen people complain about people like roping out when they're like tilting, so I don't know if that's what's happening here, but if it is, it's pretty hard to tilt game 1 of a match. I hope that's not the case. We have a whole nother game to play. Okay, well, that's the thing. I guess they just decided to tilt. Well, I mean, other than the rope dropping, ranking up to silver 3 from somewhere mid-bronze isn't terrible. I think the deck has gone from a mono-black aggro to a mono-black good stuff deck, which is completely fine. I think over the next week, the real trial will be tweaking the variations on Cavalier, Nightmare Shepherd, and Woe Strider. Maybe even cutting a Murderous Rider, but it seems really good. The Cavalier with the Nightmare Shepherd and the Woe Strider with the Nightmare Shepherd are both really good. We've lost some of the aggressive stuff, which makes Spawn less likely to be a 3 and more likely to be a 4, which is kind of bad. But it still does serious work, especially if we can get it at 3. So it's not too bad. So that's something I think I need to play with a bit. I think 24 lands with this grouping is probably right, but it's still kind of hard to tell. So this is where I'm currently at with this sideboard, and I definitely think this needs to change. I never once needed it or wanted it. Almost always drag is better, and maybe I just need more of those. I also never brought this in, but I also never played against blue-white today. So, I don't know. I'll keep playing. Keep working on it and see how exactly I want to tweak it. I think this is going to be the variation. It'll be close to the variation I run at GP Detroit. Because of nothing else, there's a lot of fun card interactions that I'm excited to play around with. And it's not a control deck. So if you're going to be at GP Detroit, come say hi. If you're not, come say hi on the stream Monday at 7:30. We'll be doing some ranked draft. That is where I'm significantly more comfortable, but this has been fun if nothing else. And if nothing else, you can check out the rest of the stream the rest of the week, see the other guys playing other formats. Standard isn't my normal gig, but this was definitely fun. So thanks for joining me, and I'll catch you hopefully